Good morning, friends. I hope you are well. It is good to come to you midweek and glad to share some news that's going on in the church, as well as offer you a passage from the Word of God that might bring some comfort or encouragement this morning. The first thing I wanted to do is ask you to continue to pray for our senior high students and the leaders who are on the mission trip this week in Winchester, Kentucky. As I'm praying, the picture I have in my mind is that God's hands would be tender and firm, and that He would be the potter, and that He would be shaping and forming our students and our leaders into the young men and women that He wants them to be for His glory, that He would be the potter and they would be that moldable clay in His hands. So please pray for the Lord to be at work in their lives and shaping them to be followers of Jesus. I wanted to say that this past Sunday, July 11th, in worship, we had almost 200 people in the sanctuary between the two services. It's really a wonderful thing to have folks returning. And not only are people coming back in person, but beloved, we have new people that are coming almost every week, new faces, new souls in the pews that we haven't met yet or don't know well. And so God continues to bless us and call people to be a part of this family and a part of this fellowship of Christ that we know. So let me encourage you to come back if you're able, and if you're still not comfortable with that, we're glad to come to you through the live stream. I also wanted to mention that while this coming Sunday, July 18th, is pretty normal in terms of 8:30 and 11:10, the 25th of July will be very different. At 8:30, we'll have a regular service here in the sanctuary, but then at 10 o'clock on Sunday, July 25th, we will be joining the Parkwood and Hampton congregations at Heartwood Acres and worship outside together with them. I also wanted to let you know that Dr. Freddie Albayadi, who is the director and founder of the Salam Medical Center in Egypt, will be with us that Sunday, both here at 8:30 in the sanctuary and also out at Heartwood at 10 o'clock. So that's a little different for July 25th. I also wanted to let you know that we are going to be reducing the amount of e-news that we send out. So we have been for many months now sending an e-news on Sunday nights through the email and then on Wednesday nights. And now that we're back in person, in order not to overload your email box, we've decided to forego the Sunday night. So every Wednesday, we will continue to send e-news, a video, announcements, updates, prayer list, things that are going on. So you'll get that every Wednesday night, and don't expect to see anything on Sunday nights from now on. And let me just say as a follow-up to that, I would love to hear your feedback. Please email me, call me, text me. Let me know how we're doing in terms of communication and keeping in touch and being connected with you. Through this past year, it has been a challenge, and we've tried to really grow our efforts and step up and do extra things in order to maintain the relationships and continue to stay in touch. But now that we're returning to things as they used to be, not quite, but almost, I'm curious to know how we're doing, and if you have any suggestions that we could improve upon, we would appreciate that. And along those lines, the staff were beginning to plan for the fall. And I have to say how excited I am that the planning is pretty much a normal program schedule. The choirs, the classes, the meetings, we are all planning on being together in person as often and as regular as possible. The one thing that will continue to be online is the Wednesday night adult Bible study. We'll continue to Zoom that every Wednesday night. But other things will return to being in person. Just this past Sunday, the session met in person for the first time in 16 months at our home, and we'll be meeting here in the church in August. Along those lines, one more thing about the church and meeting here. The kitchen update and renovation is ahead of schedule, and it seems that they're going to be done relatively quickly, maybe even by the end of this week. So thanks be to God for all that's going on there. So we're recording this on Tuesday morning, which means last night at Monday, at least mid-morning, early Tuesday, I was awakened by the claps of thunder. I don't know about you, but it was a serious storm, and it felt like it was right on top of us. And immediately when I awoke because of the thunder and the loud clap, I thought of this psalm, and I have to confess, I had to look it up. I wasn't sure exactly what psalm it was. But it's Psalm 29, and this is what I imagined as I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning to the storm. The Word of God says, "Ascribe to the Lord, O mighty ones, ascribe to the Lord glory and strength. Ascribe to the Lord the glory due his name. Worship the Lord in the splendor of his holiness. The voice of the Lord is over the waters. The God of glory thunders. The Lord thunders over the mighty waters. The voice of the Lord is powerful. The voice of the Lord is majestic. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The Lord breaks in pieces the cedars of Lebanon. The voice of the Lord strikes with flashes of lightning. The voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The Lord shakes the desert of Kadesh. The voice of the Lord twists the oaks and strips the forests bare. And in his temple all cry glory. The Lord sits enthroned over the flood. The Lord is enthroned as king forever. The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace." So at the sound of the thunder last night, I thought of that psalm and verse 3 particularly. The God of glory thunders. The Lord thunders over the mighty waters. And so what does that mean? Well, in the Bible, in a basic way, let me explain that the water or the sea is sort of a symbol of chaos or darkness or confusion. And what this psalm is saying, that God is greater than the chaos and the confusion, that he is greater over it. He brings order. His power is mightier than the chaos or the confusion. So I lift that up to you. I know that sometimes thunder and lightning causes us to be fearful, and it makes us realize we're not in control. But to me, it signifies that God is, and that he's even greater than the chaos and confusion of our life or our world. And so he's worthy of our praise and worthy of receiving all the glory. So I invite you today to think about that. Is there anything in your life that is like the storms in the sea? Chaos, out of control, not able to be tamed? Well, remember that God's thunder reminds us that he is more powerful than even the seas, even the chaos of our life, and that God's goodness and grace will rule and overrule for his people. So to him be all the glory. Please continue to reach out and pray for one another. If we can do anything for you, email us, text us, call us here at the church. I do look forward each week to continue to see new people returning to worship, and hope to see you soon. God bless you. Take care. Have a great day.